Alright, welcome on in everyone to another episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issued from each council in Scouting America, both past and present. Today we're going to take a look at Garden State 690 out of New Jersey. This council was originally formed in 2012 as the merger of Burlington County and Southern New Jersey. We've got a lot of patches to take a look at today, starting with the first issue itself, the T1, with its green border, light blue twill sky, blue fleur-de-lis, black name, and the red Jersey Devil in the sky. There was a time when comparing different collecting guides, there was a discrepancy on determining which was the first, but it does seem to be definitive now that the T1 twill with the Jersey Devil in the sky is going to be your first issue. See the black and white Maritz Scout back there on the front. They did then follow this up with the T2, and the T2 is essentially the same patch, also a twill sky without the Jersey Devil. So the T2 has the same green border, light blue sky, blue fleur-de-lis, black name. You can see the Jersey Devil is not in the sky. There was at least one former collecting guide that had these two reversed. Said that without the Jersey Devil was the first, and the T2 had the Jersey Devil. That has been shown to be incorrect, and every other resource since has shown that the Jersey Devil is going to be your T1 and no Jersey Devil in the sky is going to be your T2. Now they then produced the next couple of CSPs that also are the same imagery, but instead of saying New Jersey at the bottom, they're going to say staff or executive staff. The next two were fully embroidered, so SA3 and SA4. Instead of having twill skies, they are solidly embroidered, but they do say executive staff. One has the Jersey Devil, SA3, one does not. Those are very limited. I do not have those to show you, but they wouldn't be confused with the first issue because they say something different at the bottom very definitively. They then produced a twill TA5, again looking the same but saying at the bottom just staff, not executive staff. Again, that generally is not going to be confused with the first issues here. And then they came out with a numbered series that is solidly embroidered, both with the Jersey Devil and without. I do have one with the Jersey Devil. Again, as long as you're paying attention to the fact that this is not a twill, you're not going to confuse these generally. But you can see this is number 43. The 100 of these were made, all individually numbered. But it is the same imagery as the T1, so you do need to be careful with that. This is the SA6. This is the SA6 number 43, I guess, because it's numbered 43. They did make 100 of these, all individually numbered. They, at the same time, made a solidly embroidered without the Jersey Devil. So there is a 43 out there that would pair with this, I suppose, that we don't happen to have in our collection. We're most concerned with what might be confused with the first issue. So we were very happy to pick up this SA6. And then there's one more issue that also looks very similar and could be confused. They went back to a twill with the Jersey Devil, but they did change the fleur-de-lis here to yellow. I actually had this mislabeled. We had this mislabeled in our collection for a while as a T1, as like another T1. We have a couple of the first issue. Until I looked at it, I said, wait a second, that's yellow. This is a T34. It also has the same Maritz black and white Scout back, so it can be easy to confuse those if you're not paying attention. So a lot of issues to look at here from Garden State, and a lot of very similar looking issues. But here at the top, and these are probably the most similar because they are both twill. They do both have the Jersey Devil. They're not solidly embroidered. but the difference being that fleur-de-lis, if you want to find the first issue, you need to find the blue fleur-de-lis. If you're looking at the yellow fleur-de-lis, you're looking at a T34. Well, there you have it, the first issues here for Garden State out of New Jersey. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Hopefully you find it informative. It's always fascinating for me to be able to see all the variety of issues and sometimes near issues that councils produce, especially when they're sticking with a similar theme. I do like these patches. I think they look fantastic. I certainly prefer the New Jersey Devil in the sky. I don't really know the history of the New Jersey Devil. If you know more about that, feel free to drop it in the comments below. My guess is that the New Jersey Devil is not necessarily related to scouting, but more just the state of New Jersey and its history. If you know more about that, feel free to drop that in the comments below. We have a great community that often knows more information or the backstory behind a variety of things, whether it's the council or the CSP issue. So always make sure to check the comments. There's usually great info there as well. We will be back again tomorrow with another brand new episode of First CSP, and we hope to see you then. Until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.